Have you ever opened your phone just to check a message, only to find yourself still scrolling 30 minutes later? You're not alone. In the age of social media, we're more connected than ever, but at what cost? Today, we're diving into the dark side of social media, how it's rewiring our brains, influencing our behavior, and in some cases, taking control of our lives without us even realizing it. Let's take a closer look. Section 1. The dopamine loop. Why you always keep coming back. Social media platforms are designed to be addictive, and it's not by accident. Every time you get a like, comment, or new follower, your brain releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical that's also released when you eat chocolate or win a prize. This is called a dopamine feedback loop. The more we get that dopamine hit, the more we crave it. Think of Amy, a high school student who posts a selfie. The first minute, 5 likes, then 10, then 20. Each like brings a small thrill, a validation that she's accepted, admired, even loved. But here's the catch: the brain quickly gets used to those hits. So next time, Amy feels the need to post again, hoping for even more engagement to feel the same high. Before long, she's not just posting for fun, but she's posting for survival, for emotional affirmation. That's not a connection, that's dependence. Section 2. Comparison culture, the silent destroyer. Social media is a highlight reel. People post their best angles, best outfits, and best moments, rarely the struggles. But our brains don't see it that way. We scroll and compare our lives to those polished photos, thinking, why isn't my life that perfect? This is called social comparison, and it's been linked to low self-esteem, anxiety, and depression, especially in teenagers. Take Jay, a college student, scrolling through Instagram late at night. He sees his classmates traveling, celebrating internships, and enjoying life. Meanwhile, he's alone in his dorm, overwhelmed with studies. What Jay doesn't see is that many of those photos are staged, filtered, and selectively chosen, but his brain reacts emotionally, not logically. Over time, this constant comparison can lead to feelings of worthlessness and inadequacy. We start believing we're not good enough just because our reality doesn't match someone else's fantasy. Section 3. Anxiety and the fear of missing out. FOMO. Have you ever felt uneasy after seeing your friends hanging out without you? Or felt pressure to post just so others know you're doing something interesting? That's FOMO, the fear of missing out, a powerful form of social anxiety fueled by constant updates from everyone's lives. Social media doesn't let us disconnect. There's always something happening, and we feel the need to stay plugged in, or else we might be left out socially or emotionally. This creates a low-level, constant stress response in the brain, a kind of digital hypervigilance. We're always alert, always checking, which will drain our mental energy. Over time, FOMO doesn't just cause anxiety. It can contribute to sleep issues, poor concentration, and even burnout. Section 4. Attention, fragmentation. Why you can't focus anymore. Let's be honest, when was the last time you read something deeply without checking your phone? Social media trains our brains to crave short bursts of novelty. Swipe, scroll, and tap new content every few seconds. This changes how our brain processes information. Studies show that frequent social media use weakens our attention span, making it harder to focus on long-form content or deep thinking. It's like training your brain to become a hummingbird, flitting from one flower to the next, never staying still. For example, Maya, a university student, finds it hard to focus on lectures. Every few minutes, she checks TikTok or Instagram. Her mind is constantly distracted. Even when she puts her phone down, her brain keeps wandering. Concentration feels like a muscle she hasn't exercised in months. This is not a lack of willpower. It's the result of neuroplasticity, where the brain literally rewires itself based on how we use it. Section number 5, sleep disruption and mental fatigue. Scrolling through social media before bed, you're not alone, but it's hurting your brain more than you think. The blue light from screens disrupts melatonin production, the hormone responsible for regulating sleep. But it's not just the light, it's the mental stimulation. Engaging content, heated debates, or even just FOMO trigger your brain to stay alert when it should be winding down. As a result, people report lower sleep quality, more fatigue, and even mood swings. And when you're sleep deprived, your brain's ability to regulate emotions and make decisions suffers, creating a vicious cycle of poor sleep, poor judgment, and increased screen time. Section 6, cyberbullying and online toxicity. One of the most harmful effects of social media is the anonymity it offers. People say things online they'd never say in real life. This gives rise to cyberbullying, harassment, and hate speech. For many teens, online bullying is relentless. Unlike traditional bullying, it follows them home, into their bedrooms, and even into their dreams. Consider Sarah, a 14-year-old who posted a dance video. Within hours, the comments flooded in mocking her appearance, her voice, and her body. Even though she deleted the post, the damage was done. The anxiety, the self-doubt, the embarrassment, they lingered. Social rejection, even in digital form, activates the same part of the brain as physical pain. It hurts deeply, and it shapes the developing mind in dangerous ways. Section number 7, addiction and loss of real-life connection. Social media was meant to connect us, but for many, it's done the opposite. The more time we spend online, the more we neglect real-life relationships. Eye contact, conversations, and shared experiences. These are the foundations of human connection, and they're being replaced by emojis and double taps. In some extreme cases, social media use becomes a full-blown addiction, interfering with work, relationships, and even physical health. Brain scans of people addicted to social media show changes similar to those seen in drug addicts, particularly in areas responsible for reward, impulse control, and decision-making. It's not just a bad habit. It's a neurological shift. Section 8. How to take back control. Now, this isn't about deleting all your accounts and living in a cave. Social media isn't inherently evil. It can educate, inspire, and connect when used consciously. Here are a few practical ways to take back control. 1. Set boundaries. Use screen time limits or apps like Forest or Freedom to manage usage. 2. Turn off unnecessary notifications. You don't need a dopamine ping for every like. 3. Curate your feed. Unfollow accounts that make you feel bad. Follow those that uplift, educate, or entertain meaningfully. 4. Schedule no phone times, especially before bed, during meals, and during deep work. 5. Replace scrolling with something fulfilling. Reading, walking, journaling, or even just being present. And perhaps most importantly, reconnect offline. Call a friend. Hug your parents. Go out and watch the sunset without trying to capture it. Your brain and your soul will thank you. Social media is a tool, but like any powerful tool, it can shape us or shatter us. The key is awareness. Know the risks. Recognize the signs. Reclaim your time. Because your attention is valuable, your mind is powerful. And your life is worth living fully, freely, and in the present moment. Now that you know the truth, the choice is yours. You can keep scrolling, or you can start living. Put down the phone, look up, and breathe. Reclaim your mind. Reconnect with your world, because your life was never meant to be lived or through a screen. If this message hit home, don't just like it, live it. Share it with someone who needs a reminder, and let's build a future where we control the tech, not the other way around. Subscribe for more mind-shifting content. And remember, the most powerful updates don't come from an app, they come from within you. Thank you for watching.